Ooh, baby, what do we have here? We have ourselves 5 starter special edition diamond choices. I know we got 5 more coming next week, so relax. You don't need to eat me alive in the comment section. But we are going to be ranking these 5. When they reveal the next 5, we're going to rank the next 5, and then we'll rank all 10 together in one video as well. Now, first things first, some of you might be wondering, how exactly can I get myself a special edition choice pack for these diamonds? I'm going to explain that too. We're going to look at MLB The Show 20's special edition diamond choice pack, and it's going to basically show you that these guys are not going to be superstars that are end game in terms of players, but they're going to be something nice for you to go ahead and get your feet wet basically. Now, if you're new here, do me a favor, do yourself a favor, hit that like button. We're aiming for 42 likes on this video. Hit that red subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, and follow me on all my socials, which are listed above me. Now, Ramon, he said himself that there are going to be 42 players of set 42 available to us in Diamond Dynasty, sprinkled in different areas. So as soon as the game launches, you are going to be able to get yourself some set 42 players, even if it is not necessarily by the special edition choice pack. But let's talk about how exactly you can get these packs. So if you're getting yourself the current gen standard edition, you're not getting any of the special edition choice packs. You're only getting yourself 5,000 stubs. If you get the next gen standard edition, which I believe is what's coming out for free on the Xbox Game Pass, all you're really receiving is 10 show packs and 5,000 stubs. But you don't get to play the game 4 days early, and you don't get yourself a special edition diamond choice pack, which you might want. It might be a deal breaker. It's up to you. I don't control your dinero. You control your own dinero. But let's talk about the choices that give you that special edition diamond choice pack. That starts off with the Jackie Robinson edition. The Jackie Robinson edition is going to give you a bat skin of Jackie Robinson, most likely a bat skin that has 42 all around it. It's going to give you one of the diamond choice packs. Out of the 10 legends, 5 of which have been revealed, it's going to give you 2 gold choice packs, which are going to be very important, because with these gold choice packs, you want to not only pick players that are going to help out your team instantly, but you also want to pick players that have a good opportunity of going diamond, and I'll explain why. It's because once they go from gold to diamond, their value in terms of quick sale goes up from 1k to 5k, and you basically make yourself a 4k stubs profit instantly from selling them. You're going to get yourself 10 standard choice packs. There you have the ability to pull a diamond, gold, silver, bronze, common, and yes, you do have the same ability for current gen and next gen standard choice packs. You're going to get yourself 1 ball player equipment pack, which is basically equipment for your created player in either Road to the Show or Diamond Dynasty. You're going to get yourself double dailies, which means when you log into MLB The Show, instead of you only getting 1 daily login reward, which could be a stadium, a piece of equipment, or a player, you're going to be getting 2. So you're going to be getting double the chances of getting yourself a diamond, 10,000 stubs, and then a physical steel book, which makes me wonder if you can get this digitally or only physically. Now, the digital deluxe edition is exactly how it sounds. You can only get it digitally. It's going to go ahead and give you the same bat skin as the previous one, but instead of only giving you 1 diamond choice pack, this one is going to have 2 diamond choice packs. So out of the 10 legends, you will be able to pick 2. It's going to give you, instead of 2 gold choice packs, 5, so you get 3 extra chances to pick a gold that has a great opportunity of going diamond. You're going to get 10 standard packs. The same thing with the equipment pack, double dailies, and instead of 10,000 stubs, you get yourself a whopping 25,000 stubs, which might not sound like a lot, but in the beginning of the game, it could get you a really good budget beast team out of the gates to either enter ranked seasons or do conquests with. And then the Jackie Robinson Deluxe Edition, I believe this is more of the physical edition of the game, physical copy edition of the game, and the only additions that it brings is the steel book that you would have gotten if you paid $85 for the Jackie Robinson edition. You get yourself the new era cap and the digital new era hat in Diamond Dynasty, and all the things that were mentioned for the digital deluxe edition. Now let's talk about the 7 starter diamonds that were available to us in MLB The Show 20, and it's basically going to give you guys an idea of what the attributes are going to look like. So these 7 were the 7 diamonds available for us in MLB The Show 20. They're basically platoon hitters that either have great defense or great speed or a mixture of both. Now, Mickey Mantle, right fielder, great against right-handers, not so great against left-handers, has pretty decent speed, or I should say above decent speed. 94 speed is amazing. So he has amazing speed. What I meant to say is pretty decent or decent is his fielding. I know it shows diamond tier defense, but in the game his fielding is only a 75, which means it's a 75 tier fielding in a game. Outside of the game, in terms of all 4 fielding attributes, it's diamond, but inside the game he has silver tier defense. Then we get ourselves Big Papi, first baseman, platoon hitter. At first base, you don't really need any fielding at all. Doesn't have great speed, clearly. And then we have Gary Sheffield, all around a great contact hitter, not a great defender, but has decent speed. Then we look at Mariano Rivera, bullpen arm that only has 1 off-speed pitch. Everything else is basically a fastball. The attributes are not bad, but once again, only having 1 off-speed pitch makes it pretty difficult to mix up your pitches and to fool your opponent. Then we have John Smoltz. John Smoltz had a great fastball, and then all the off-speed pitches were basically around the same speeds. So it's difficult once again to fool your opponents there. Greg Maddux, he had really good repertoire, really good speed differentials. The only thing that really hurt him is he didn't overpower anyone. And in the beginning of ranked seasons, you start at veteran difficulty, all-star difficulty, which are really slow in terms of pitch speeds difficulties. So it's really difficult at times to go ahead and fool hitters or overpower hitters when the fastball doesn't even reach 94. And then last but not least, we had ourselves Tom Glavine, which had a pretty good fastball, pretty good repertoire, pretty good speed differentials. And if you were to ask me, he was the best starting pitcher out of the 3 mentioned previously. And the only downside to him was that he was a lefty in terms of starting pitching, because most of the great hitters in MLB, they're going to be right-handed hitters. So when you throw a lefty out there, the lefty usually gets smacked around, unless he's Clayton Kershaw from MLB The Show 19. But enough of that. Let's go ahead and rank these 5 legends revealed to us and look at some cards in MLB The Show 20 whose attributes I think will be similar, or attributes I think will be similar to the MLB The Show 21's cards. Coming in at number 5 might be a surprise to a lot of you, because there is some good advice given out by a lot of top players or players in general saying you want to get yourself a good bullpen arm inside the bullpen. If Mariano Rivera is similar to the Mariano Rivera we got for MLB The Show 20 in terms of starter diamond, then Mariano Rivera is probably going to be the worst option. Why? Because of what I have already said previously. He has 3 fastballs basically all around the same speed, and the real only off speed he has is that slider. And once a hitter can sit fastball, they'll be able to adjust to the slider. So the chances of Mariano Rivera actually going out there and getting you good outs is going to be pretty slim. You're going to be able to get yourself some pretty good choices, hopefully, out of the gold choice packs that can definitely do a better job than Mariano Rivera when it comes to the pitch repertoire and the speed differentials as well. So that's why out of the 5 starter diamonds right now, I have Mariano Rivera as number 5. Number 4 to me is going to be Jackie Robinson. Now, this is a gold version of Jackie Robinson, and I'm going to be showing you guys the closest diamond version that we have to what could be a diamond starter edition Jackie Robinson. Now, we have an 83 overall Jackie Robinson rookie that plays first base with secondaries of 2nd and 3rd. As you guys can see, contact is pretty good, fielding is decent, and then the speed is amazing. I feel like they will most likely replicate rookie Jackie Robinson and juice his attributes up, or attributes I should say, up a little bit to go ahead and make him a diamond. The second closest card we have to this Jackie Robinson is 88 overall impact veteran left fielder Jackie Robinson, who has much better power numbers, much better contact numbers. The defense is not as great, and the speed once again is not as great. So I think it's going to be a mixture of these 2 attributes, and then that's what we're going to get. We're most likely getting a first baseman Jackie Robinson. I would say it would surprise me for us to get a second baseman Jackie Robinson. I say most likely a first baseman with secondaries of 2nd and 3rd. And because he's a first baseman, I have him as number 4. And the reason I have him as number 4 and not as number 5, considering he's a first baseman, is because the secondaries of second and third are pretty good secondaries, since usually in the beginning of the game you don't get great second basemen or third basemen, or well, third basemen, they're pretty good all around in terms of budget beasts, but second basemen, there's really not many, and the speed is very important in any Diamond Dynasty roster in terms of bringing in a pinch runner or just having a speedy defender out there that can go ahead and capture the blue singles or a bunt that's going down the line, etc. So that's why I have Jackie Robinson as number 4. So this year we got ourselves a Conquest 87 overall Willie Mays rookie edition. Now, this rookie set, Willie Mays, was a great platoon hitter against lefties, not so great against righties. What really made up was the defense that he provided in the outfield at center field. Now you can see diamond tier defense in terms of his card when you average out all 4 attributes, but inside the game, because he's a high 87, that is gold tier defense inside the game in terms of speed. Amazing speed for a center fielder at 92. The reason I put him as number 3 is because we have the great Ken Griffey Jr., and I'm going to be showing you guys why Ken Griffey Jr. is not only better than Willie Mays, but might be the best option out of all these players. But without looking at that, he's a righty. You're going to be seeing a ton of right-handed pitching, so his attributes really being down against righties is not going to help your cause at all. The only thing that's really going to help your cause out is his amazing defense out there and his amazing speed. And if you get lucky and get a left-handed starting pitcher, then you're going to be in pretty good hands, as Willie Mays is most likely not only going to be able to crush doubles and triples off of that guy, he's also going to be able to crush home runs. But against the right-handers, not as likely, but I believe that he's going to be the 3rd best option. Now, as option number 2, we have Bob Gibson. Rest in peace, Bob Gibson. Now, Bob Gibson, Breakout Series card. We got an 85 overall Breakout Series Bob Gibson. I believe you got him whenever you collected the Cardinals. I might be wrong. I'm not exactly 100% sure. But the reason I got Bob Gibson as number 2 is his fastball is incredible. It says 96 right there. It touches 99. And then he has the 3 off-speed pitches you want. You want a slider, you want a changeup, you want a curveball. You might even replace that curveball for a splitter. But he has the 3 off-speed pitches you want. He throws all 3 at different speeds. He's going to have a good K per 9, good stamina, and good hit per 9. The reason K per 9 is good is because it shrinks your opponent's plate coverage indicator, or PCI, and the reason hit per 9 is good is because it makes it less likely, if your opponent squares up a ball, for them to get a hit. As the result, home run per 9 doesn't matter. It doesn't affect online play. The only downside to Bob Gibson is going to be the control and the walks per 9, because you're not going to be the greatest unless you use pinpoint pitching, and you're a monster with Bob Gibson. But I have him as number 2, not only because of his amazing repertoire and his attributes, but because starting pitching is the most important thing, I believe, in the beginning of the game, because you don't want your starters to go ahead and give you 3 innings and then have a full rotation that's drained for the next 5 games you play. For example, you want to have a starter that can go ahead, give you 6 innings, 7 innings, then throw it to the bullpen, and then save the next 4 of your starting rotation and be ready for the 6th game you have in terms of MLB The Show. Now, number 1, everyone should have been expecting this, but it's the kid. Let's go to him. So for the kid, this was, I'm not sure if it was a gold choice pack in this season's game. I believe it was in MLB The Show 20, a gold choice pack. But this, to me, is going to be the number 1 pick. Now, as you can see, he looks like a platoon hitter where his attributes are actually lower against lefties than they are against righties. But this is a gold edition of Ken Griffey Jr., and I believe his numbers are going to be a little bit more juiced up for MLB The Show 21, and they're going to help out his left-handed numbers and right-handed numbers just a little bit. They might touch up on his speed a little bit and fielding a little bit just to make him an 86 to 87 overall. And in terms of hitting, he's going to be the most balanced out of all of them. In terms of defense, Willie Mays is still going to beat him out, but he's going to be the 2nd best defender. And in terms of speed, he's going to probably be the 3rd fastest, which is not saying much because you only have 3 hitters available right now, but he's going to have above average speed, and it's going to help you out at center field. Plus, his swing is always glitchy. I believe that King Griffey Jr. definitely is the way to go. Now, what's going to go ahead and impact this list of mine is who you have available out of the gold choice packs. For example, if you get yourself Joey Gallo, and Joey Gallo has a primary position of, let's say, center field, then clearly you're not going to want King Griffey Jr. because Joey Gallo is going to be out there unless you're planning on moving King Griffey Jr. to left field or right field. Let's say you get yourself Xander Bogaerts at short, then there's no shortstop yet, but there wouldn't be any shortstop that you're thinking of getting. Gold choice packs, whatever you get from there in terms of live series players, they're going to go ahead and affect your decision. If you get yourself 5 great gold starting pitchers, then you're most likely not going to go ahead and pick up Bob Gibson. But I suggest you still go ahead and pick up Bob Gibson. If you get yourself 5 great bullpen arms, then Mariano Rivera is not important to you. But you want to make smart decisions that are going to go ahead and assemble your entire team. If you did end up enjoying today's content, once again, please make sure to hit that like button. We're aiming for 42 likes for Jackie Robinson. Hit that red subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, and then follow me on all my socials, which are listed above me up there. And as always, have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed. Love you all, and peace out.